Mighty Football on 3. 1, 2, 3.
Mighty Football!
Hey everyone, welcome to the EFX Sports Mighty Football League. I'm your host, Chris Dixon. This is our Mighty Football Weekly. Hey, this first week of the season was great. Watching some great football. Some teams need to clean up some things, but they did very well. Scores from this week: Buffalo Wild Wings 12, Universal Athletics 21. Very close game from our last week's game of the week. A lot of things to work on, but you know what? I can see these kids improving throughout the season. Hopefully we can keep seeing some clean football and these kids improving. Going into week 2, I love our matchup. Our game of the week is ARC versus Faithful Restoration. Last week, both teams won big, did a lot of great things. A couple of things to clean up on, as the coaches explained really soon. This week, you're the game of the week. We got ARC versus Faithful. After game 1, what did you realize about your team?
One thing I realized about our team is we're really fast off the ball on defense. We have a lot of work to do on offense, but I really like our linebackers and our D-line are amazing. They play extremely fast, and they all did very well last week.
What can we expect going into game 2? What are the things you're looking to improve on this week in practice?
So this week we were working on getting off the ball faster, and then also being a little bit more clean with our plays and our snaps is the biggest thing, because we run a shotgun every play, so getting those snaps correct. But we have a really good quarterback right now, so that helps, and just being more efficient and cleaner.
ARC comes in 1-0 just as you did. What do you see from your team going into game 2 against another undefeated?
I think for us, the biggest thing is they're big. They're a lot bigger than we are. So we'll have to, I think, just play to our strength, which is going to be our speed. We're going to be missing probably our 2 fastest guys this week, but we still have a lot of other really good athletes who are real quick off the ball, and if we can do that and play good defense and score a few points on offense and be efficient, I think we'll do okay. It should be a good game either way.
First year of tackle football, what have you learned in your first year?
Well, one, I guess I'm surprised how aggressive all these kids are at an early age. That's been the first shocking thing. I thought more kids would actually be scared. But to be honest with you, we've had only one guy who's kind of not too into the tackling thing, and he's coming along doing a really good job, but I've been really impressed with how aggressive all the kids are. The only thing I just say is, like, the players to watch would be Drew Higas, number 11, and Brady Luke, number 1. They're the 2 most fun players to watch on offense and defense.
Hey, welcome. This week, your team is one of the games of the week, ARC versus Faithful. Tell us a little bit what you learned about your team after week 1.
I learned that I have some fighters. I think I only have one kid that played last year. Everybody else played either a little bit of flag or to no football. So I learned that, a lot of them have a lot of heart, something that we're still working on. They're a lot more physical than what I thought that they would be. I noticed that they pick up on our plays a lot quicker than what I expected to. So we looked pretty sharp the first game. So I've just continued to build on that.
I know everybody got something to work on. What do you feel like your team needs to clean up going into week 2?
Everything, tackling. I think we can be a little bit more crisp, for us running plays, but that's going to come with, playing the game. Like I said, just getting them to focus. Focus is a huge factor. So if I can get them to be a little bit more focused, I think that's one thing that we got to keep working on that every day. So.
I know in the past you've coached the upper division, which is the more 9 and 10-year-old division, generally experienced. What have you learned coming down to the 7 and 8-year-old division?
Well, first of all, it's tested my patience. I learned how short my patience can really be, but it's all fun. It helps me to be a much better coach, because you have to really focus on each kid, and you have to really try and find their talents. At this age, they all can do pretty much about anything if they want to do it. So you get a lot of them want to run the ball, and some of them can't, really can't run the ball, but it's a learning experience for them.
Going into week 2, what are some players we can expect to see to bring some highlights to your team for week 2?
You have Phillip. He's probably one of the smallest kids in the league, coming in at 48 pounds. I have Marquise. He was one of my veterans who played last year. He's a tremendous athlete. A lot of young kids. We have a kid named Free who's pretty strong, lineman type kid. who can also run the ball, Brady. But you know, a lot of my smaller kids are pretty much the most elusive kids that we have. And I never expected that, never expected that. So we're looking to shock a few people.
What would you say is the strength of your team right now?
I think we play together as a team very well. You know, I don't have any selfish kids on the team. I mean, yeah, they all want to run the ball, but who doesn't? You know, I'm starting to see that they all block for each other. You know, some of them miss assignments here and there, but that's to be expected. But I think we play very well as a team.
Well, good luck in the game of the week. Good luck
Yeah, appreciate it.
Hey everyone, you heard it from both coaches. Going into week 2, they're very excited. They see the improvement. They are ready to get out there. They're really ready to work on it. ARC, Faithful Restoration, game of the week. Hope to see you there.